If you watch my videos, then you know that I have ADHD. And I wanted to make this one, which brings attention to signs, things that we do that have to do with ADHD, but you may not have known that. So these are, if you will, the hidden ADHD behavior, symptoms, etc. So one of these is actually pretty funny because I do it and I didn't think about this. Talking fast. I grew up in the Dominican Republic, so I always figured that, that has to do with being Dominican. And if you're from the Dominican Republic watching this, and you look at maybe a Dominican versus like a Puerto Rican, Cuban, and so forth, I found that Dominicans, we do speak a bit fast, if you will. But here I'm noticing that leans a bit more towards the ADHD, right? So again, this is things that you didn't know were related to ADHD. The next one on here, which is another one that I do, it has to do with having difficulty with making decisions, right? And I do this when it comes to fast food. I'll roll up to the window and I see all these items on there. Now, I've been there 1,000 times before. I should know what to order, but I get stuck in this decision-making process. And that's a sign there of ADHD that's often hidden. Another one I want to share with you here, and this one came up a lot when I was in college, having a hard time going to bed. For me, I always thought, well, I'm just a late person, right? I like to be up there with the owls. Now I'm realizing that leans much more towards ADHD. And as you're listening to these, there's much more to them, right? So that I'll share one here that I'll give you a little bit more, but this is a short video, so we're not gonna get too heavy into it. Last one, right? So last thing you didn't know that was related to ADHD. Starting fights, not just physical, but it could be argumentative, it could be conflict, right? You feel bored, and then because of this boredom, you look for something which is typically some kind of conflict, some kind of fight. So that's another sign there of ADHD. And why? I'll do one quick why. Common symptom of ADHD, impulsivity, right? Impulsivity, I think, plays a key role in there, where you're engaging in this impulsive behavior, you're not thinking it through, you're not thinking about the long-term consequence. So then you have this boredom, you're looking for a dopamine high, and there you go. Hope you found this helpful. My name is Dr. Santos, licensed counselor. Share this with anyone out there that has ADHD, where you think they would find this helpful. Like, subscribe, join. I'll see you in the next video.